r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. What's the dumbest thing you've ever seen tattooed on someone? They had a tattoo of a compass and said, "I got it done, so it's always showing true north." I asked, "Wouldn't that change depending on what direction you're facing?" He said no, true north is always the same. I tried explaining what I meant, and they couldn't understand. I've got two. Both were while working in surgery. First woman apologized for her tattoos before going under anesthesia. She's asleep, we get her positioned. It was a vaginal procedure, and right on top of her mons pubis was "Eat Fresh." And yes, it was even in the Subway font. Second, woman had lost a bunch of weight and was getting a tummy tuck. She had this weird tattoo of a shitty little cartoon cowboy on her lower abdomen or hip. By the time the surgeon had cut off all the excess skin and sewed her back up, all that was left was the hat. A couple of guys I knew at basic training got your name tattooed on their butt cheeks so that they could go up to random people and say, "Hey, I got your name tattooed on my ass," then pull down their pants. Saw a girl with this tattooed on her shoulder who swore up and down it meant poison. It means fish. My dad tattooed his high school girlfriend's name on his arm and covered it up with a naked woman when they split. Chick I know debated between her own name and her kid's name on her forearm. She chose her own name. I saw this crust punk train hopper dude who had a goatee that after closer inspection turned out to be a tattoo that spelled out "Daddy's little hole." I also saw a lady with a tat on her neck that said "One true bigth." A local tattoo artist had a guy come in and ask for a white power tattoo. He tattooed him across his back with white powder. Dude got ticked off. Artist was like, "Sorry, I misheard you." There was a legal battle, several months long. The dude sued for the tattoo artist to pay for the removal. He refused to go get it done out of pocket, so he walked around with that tattoo for 4 months and some change. He was one of those dudes that only wears wife beaters all summer, so he had to wear an actual t-shirt just to keep it covered. Was hilarious and worth the price of removal the tattoo artist had to pay. I once saw a guy with tattooed in a stencil font on his bicep. It was very meta, but also a dumb joke. A man got a food company's logo tattooed on his forehead for a cash prize, only to find out it was an April Fool's Day prank. Love me or hate me, just accept me, instead of accept. Not one single person she showed afterward caught the mistake, and I didn't have the heart to point it out. Saw a girl with nipples on her ass. When I worked at electronics boutique back in the 90s, there was this one redneck lady who would come in like once a month with a different redneck bow. And on her left arm she had tattooed the names dudes with the previous one crossed out, and yep, each time she came in with a new dude there was a new name. I know this one. It contains dolphins, an Uzi, dance, and an Obama Row 8 banner. From a very old post of mine. My friend got a whiskey bottle on his thigh and then decided to stop drinking. He also has never really liked whiskey. Did some training with a group of people. One girl has a Chinese tattoo on the back of her neck. Chinese girl in the class saw it and laughed. Conversation came about how the wearer thought it said strength. What it said was simplified Chinese. Not dumb, but mildly amusing that my friend got a tattoo of a girl with a robotic arm and a blade and had just given a description of what he wanted and let them have at it. He loves the design. But the girl the tattoo artist used is adult actress Charlotte Sartor, and he has no idea. When all of the Latin sayings were a big deal, with my friends I got Semper Ubi Sub Ubi tattooed. It means always wear underwear. It's a Latin pun. It's very dumb, and frankly I don't regret it. Spit on that thing, right above their genitals. There was this crazy girl I took a college class with. She looked like what you'd imagine a stereotypical chain-smoking biker chick would look like. One day she wore a sleeveless top, and I saw she had what I thought was Jack Sparrow tattooed across her shoulder blades. Weird, but I guess she's a big Pirates of the Caribbean fan. Few weeks later, she's wearing a strapless top, and I realize that the letters previously blocked by the straps were not what I'd assumed. She actually had Cock Sparrow across her shoulder blades. A QR code. What did it open to? The person's banned Spotify playlist. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening. Tell your friends about me.